Welcome back. It has been quite the marathon to have gotten up to that spoiler before this latest version released. But having seen what it is, I am very happy that we pushed it because that would have been pretty bad. Um, Our plans going forward, we have a few ways we could go. I'm thinking with how far along we are on this quest line, it does make sense to just continue on it before switching to a completely different quest line. Uh, Once we do finish it, we'll probably go back to the either the Relo 6 continuance or the Cienjo continuance. We'll do the continuances. But for now, I think we'll continue on with the Penacony stuff, just at a slightly more leisurely pace. I think we had at least one character story quest. What is this? Pom Pom. I don't know. But no, the Masquerade Duet. We'll probably do that one now, I think. But first, well, yep, Firefly, Fireful Fly Shine, and oh, we're on May. That's also pretty cool. But I don't foresee myself not pulling for Firefly, honestly. Before we actually make that decision, though. Oh. Harmony Stell. I mean, is this how we're supposed to get our first version of Harmony Stell? If you've already activated the Path of Harmony and received one Shadow of Harmony. Okay. I guess that does make sense. We are going to be getting Harmony Stell during Penacony. I mean, it's less a surprise than us not having gotten Hunt Stell during Cienjo, at least so far. But yeah, sure, why not? Tread on a brand new path. I am not gonna actually use it until I see, get her in. Yes, I know. No, I don't want to actually travel to understand the combat mechanics. I could, but I don't intend to. Not right now. Like I said, I'll wait until I actually get her properly. Keep her destruction for now. Gift of Odyssey. Lovely. Divergent Universe, the Human Comedy. A new event. Can be quickly experienced in advance. What do you mean in advance? Is because I'm not... Oh, I haven't done the proper quest yet. This one is... Well, somewhere ahead of us. Like, there's 80 days here, so it's not a huge deal. And the whole... Is that 2 versions worth of time? Yeah. I won't bother unlocking that now, then. Since we're going to be continuing these story quests anyways. Farewell. There's Jade. I hope she's released too. She looks like she'd be fun. The aptitude showcase will... Oh, so she's pyro, fire, expected. But destruction. I had been wondering about that. Destruction or hunt were my guesses. Apocalyptic Shadow. Well, that looks like Colia. And then that's Argenti. we haven't actually run into in game yet. And then no idea who that is behind in this ominous hourglass. Yeah, there's a few quests I still need to complete. Public Enemy. That one is, I guess, just a regular Trailblaze that we haven't gotten to yet. Fair enough. Oh, but I've... Oh, wait. Okay, the Purification. Yeah, that's that thing. I should actually do those. Get good Stellar Jade. Memory of Chaos. I don't think I've done this one. High difficulty. Yeah. I guess these are just all part of the same thing. Nether Puppet. Oh, we get a free Shui. Very cool. Alright, well, time to start our trial. A Firefly. Transform and gain new abilities with the ultimate. Yep, her Sam transformation. And then when transforming, greatly enhances both break ability and break damage. Oh, cool. Adds fire weakness to enemy. Hi, Firefly. How you doing? You have anything you want to do? There we go. She's just sort of standing there blinking for a while. Just a breeze. And then fixing her hair. Oh, fair enough, fair enough. Alright. Oh, she has a sword. I wasn't actually expecting that. Order Flare Propulsion, of course, deals fire damage equal to 90% of Sam's attack. Oh, SAM is an acronym, actually, huh? To a single enemy. And then Firefly Type 4 Pyrogenic Decimation. But fire spelled with a Y. Restores HP by an amount equal to 20% of this unit's max HP. Deals fire damage equal to 180% of Sam's attack to a single target enemy. Interesting they call it Sam's attack instead of her attack. I mean, she is Sam, but... Order Aerial Bombardment. Actually, I'm guessing Firefly Type 4 is actually the name of the armor, isn't it? That's my guess. And so that takes effect when she uses her ultimate, puts on the armor. Order Aerial Bombardment. Consumes HP equal to 40% of this unit's max HP and regenerates a fixed amount of energy equal to 57%. Oh, cool. Makes it easier to get your ultimate out. Deals fire damage equal to 175% of Sam's attack to a single target enemy. If the current HP is not sufficient, reduces Sam's HP to 1. When using the skill, advances this unit's next action by 25%. Also quite nice. And then Firefly Type 4, Death Star Overload. Restores HP. This one's a blast too. By an amount equal to 25% of this unit's max HP. Applies fire weakness to a single target enemy, lasting for 2 turns. Wonderful. Deals... I really appreciate the characters who apply, or, you know, either apply a weakness that they care about, or, you know, just straight up ignore it. Makes them so much more versatile. Deals fire damage equal to 0.2 times break effect, plus 175% of Sam's attack to this target. Wow. I mean, I'm assuming the break effect is considered a percentage as well, because it would make no sense to add a percentage to a not percentage. But that can be really... Yeah, break effect is a percentage. I mean, with Gallagher, we were able to get his up to, what, 150 pretty easily? Should be no trouble there. figure at least 200%, if not much more. Maybe even 250. Probably not much higher than that for the total here. And then plus 87.1 times plus 87.5 to adjacents. Oh, break effect taken into this calculation is capped at 360%. So we're looking at 36% for the blast, and then, well, twice that, so 72% for the single. So yeah, actually 250. I think that's exactly what I said. Firefly Type 4, Complete Combustion. Enters the complete combustion state, advances this unit's action by 100%, and gains enhanced basic attack and enhanced skill, yes. While in complete combustion, increases speed by 52. Ooh, nice. That is really nice. And when using the enhanced attack or enhanced skill, increases this unit's weakness break efficiency by 50%. And the break damage dealt by Sam. So is your name actually Sam, not Firefly then? I mean, it looks like an acronym, though. It must stand for something. To the enemy target by 17.5%. Nice. Yeah, extra 17.5%. And she already would have a huge break efficiency, which naturally increases the break damage, and then having that multiplied by an extra 17.5%. It's quite nice, especially since fire is already one of the better damage dealers in terms of breaks. If not the best, actually. If I had to guess, either bleed. Well, maybe electro. I would guess bleed or fire, though, for the most damage. Lasting until this unit or current attack ends. Okay, so just lasts for that single attack. Fair enough. The countdown timer for the complete combustion state appears on the action order. When the countdown timer's turn starts, Sam exits the complete combustion state. But when it starts, Sam exits the complete combustion state. I guess once it reaches the countdown timer is what it means. The countdown timer has a fixed speed of 70. Nice and low. Yeah, get her speed as high as possible then, so she gets as many attacks as possible in her enhanced state. It's always a good idea to get speed. Sam cannot use ultimate while in complete combustion, right? Which there'd be no point. I guess it would reset, but you can just use it again after. Module Alpha. And anti-leg outburst. During the complete combustion, attacking enemies that have no fire weakness can also reduce their toughness. Wait. Attacking enemies that have... Oh. Well, I mean, she gives a fire weakness anyways, but... Still. I guess not everyone will have it necessarily immediately. And if they don't, this is nice. With the effect being equivalent to 55% of the original toughness reduction from abilities. So slightly reduced, but still nice. And then Module Beta. Auto-reactive armor. When Sam is in complete combustion with a break effect that is equal to or greater than 200% or 360%. Attacking, so yeah, I always want to get her to... Well, she had something somewhere it said gives her, this advances her action. Very nice. You want to... Yeah, 50%. So you want to get her to 310% break effect, I guess, no matter what. Try to get as close to it as possible. A little over, but not less than. Attacking a weakness broken enemy. Target will convert the toughness reduction of this attack into one instance of 35 for 50% super break damage. Super break. You know, I think in one of the tutorials that I just sort of, you know, got recently, mentioned something about super break. I didn't really look into it further because I assumed it was a new mechanic that would, get explained in game or elsewhere, but it looks like it's important for her. I assume it's good. Maybe it keeps them broken longer. Chrysalid Pyronexus. This is a defensive thing. The lower the HP, the less damage received. Oh, nice. When HP is 20% or lower, the damage reduction reaches its maximum effect, reducing up to 35%. During the complete combustion, damage reduction remains at its maximum effect. So no matter what, when she's in her ultimate state, dons her armor, she has 35% damage reduction. Quite nice. And effect resistance increases by 25%. Nice! If energy is lower than 50%, when the battle starts, regenerates energy to 50%. Also nice. Which means single use of her skill, and she immediately gets her ultimate. Fantastic. Once energy is regenerated to its maximum, dispels all debuffs on this unit. Jeez, she is actually really good. I mean, I'm happy to hear that. She deserves it, damn it. Module Gamma. Course Overload. For every 10 points of Sam's attack that exceeds 1800, increases this unit's break effect by 0.8%, making it even easier to get her break effect to 360%. Nice. I mean, and this one isn't really capped, so obviously you just want to stack her attack as much as possible. And then, I guess, pyro damage percent, crit rate damage, and, I don't know, maybe energy recharge? Though, she might not really need it, honestly, with this skill of hers. Then again, not having to use the skill is probably better when possible, just being able to immediately reactivate the ultimate. Delta Order, Meteoric Incineration. Leaps into the air and moves about freely for 5 seconds, which can be ended early. Wait, we can finally jump? And not just jump, she can freaking fly. Or float. But she can move around, so no, she can fly. She can be ended early by launching a plunging attack. Now there's plunging attacks in this game. When the duration ends, plunges and immediately attacks all enemies within a set area. The start of each wave applies a fire weakness to all enemies, lasting for 2 turns. Then deals fire damage equal to 200% of Sam's attack to all enemies. You know what? I want to pair her with Robin. Robin gathers the enemies. She jumps up and then pounds them into dust. Also, I mean, actually, now that I think about it, Robin would go really good with her, honestly. Yeah. As, just buffing her significantly. And then, does it increase their speed? Forget. But no, point is she would make a good support for Firefly here. And I need an additional team besides Clara that I can, add her to. Should I just see what... I mean, they're basically making me use you now. I suppose I should see what you do. Swing dance etiquette. Swing dancing is pretty fun. Yeah, wow, 100%. Huh. That's shocking. You know what I never noticed before, but just did? They tell us the toughness reduction of the attacks. 15, 10, 20, 30. This one doesn't have an attack immediately, yeah. Very cool. I never actually noticed that. escaped my, or if I did before, I forgot about it. Half time to make it rain. A bounce attack. I'm not a big fan of bounces, but still. Deals imaginary damage equal to 50% of the Trailblaze. You're Harmony, right? Harmonies are supposed to buff. To a single target enemy. And additionally deals damage for 4 times. Oh, nice. That's a good number of bounces, at least. Each time dealing imaginary damage equal to 50% of the Trailblazer's attack to a random enemy. Best seat in the house. After using the skill for the first time, recovers 1 skill point. Oh, get a free use of it. That's nice. Tomorrow, best in Spotlight. The number of additional damage applications by the skill increases by 2 for a total of 6. Fantastic. And then Shuffle Along. When using skill, additionally increases the toughness reduction the first instance of damage by 100%. Nice. Assuming they're actually weak to imaginary. All Out Footlight Parade. Pretty high energy cost. Grants all allies the backup dancer effect. There we go, there's a buff. Lasting for 3 turns. This duration reduces by 1 at the start of Trailblazers every turn. Allies with the backup dancer effect have their break effect increased by 30%. Yeah, that pairs well with her. Also pairs well with Gallagher. Is that the only effect? No. And when they attack enemy targets that are in a weakness broken state, toughness reduction of the attack be converted into 1 instance of super break damage. Okay, let's check out what that actually is. Super break. Super break damage increases with higher break effect, higher toughness reduction of the attacks, and higher character levels. And presumably with... Oh yeah, higher break effect. Yeah, there it is. I wonder if Gallagher can take advantage of it now. Super break damage cannot crit. And, well, break attacks can't in the first place, so that's fine. And is not affected by damage boost effects. Except for break effect. Yeah. Super break damage is also considered break damage. So I'm guessing that super break damage is effectively just an addition. So when you weakness break an enemy, they take that huge amount of damage. I'm guessing super break damage is just, you know, that initial instance of high damage they take when you break them. They can take it multiple times nowadays. When the number of enemy targets on the field is 5 or more, or 4, 3, 2, 1, the super break damage triggered by the backup dancer effect increases by 20, 30, 40, 50, 60%. So, nice. So her attacks get stronger as the enemies reduce. Number of enemies reduce. And so her bounce all of a sudden, you know, can be quite nice. And as long as the enemy's in a weakness broken state, I guess it doesn't matter if they have, you know, type against the enemy in question. So, extra nice. Did I miss anything here? No. Full-on aerial dance. The Trailblazer immediately regenerates 10 energy when an enemy target's weakness is broken. Good. Because she has a really high energy cost there. Jail-breaking Rainbow Walk. When the battle starts, the Trailblazer's energy regeneration rate increases by 25%, lasting for 3 turns. Hey, I'll take it. Help her get her ultimate out at least once. Dove in Top Hat. While the Trailblazer is on the field, increases the break effect of all teammates, excluding the Trailblazer, by an amount equal to 15% of the Trailblazer's break effect. Okay, yeah, I'm getting an idea for maybe Firefly, Imaginary Harmony Trailblazer, Robin, and then Gallagher, maybe? Well, I don't know. Super Break isn't affected by crit, which is one of the major benefits of Robin's ultimate, I think. I think that increased crit rate and damage by quite a bit. I can't remember if it gave you just straight up attack and speed boosts as well. Regardless. Hat of the Theater. This would be nice in that you could focus more on Firefly's attack, for example, but additionally delays the enemy's target's action by 30% when allies break enemy weaknesses. Very nice. Yeah. They're really enhancing weakness break as a worthwhile thing to invest in. And now, I'm the band. Let's see, at the start of the next battle, all allies' break effect increases by 30% for 2 turns. Nice. Well, nothing about super break here, but with how much break effect you want for him anyways, pairing him with Stell is a worthwhile endeavor. Oh, wow. 240 energy costs. I don't think I've ever seen one that high. This was a percentage? Yeah. And was this a percentage as well? Yes. Okay, good. But you definitely, I think she will want energy recharge. Because that's a lot. Yep, increasing her speed, not surprising. Oh, when they have a fire weakness, break effect increases by 40%. You know, that would go good with Gallagher, too. Might be better than the current 4-star I have on him, which is, yeah, the same one here. Wait, no. Penacony Land of Dreams, that's not what I have. I think I have, like, Talia Bandit one. And then Iron Cavalry against the Scourge. That feels like it was tailor-made for her. Increases break effect by 16%, and then if it's 150% or higher, break damage dealt to the enemy target ignores 10% of their defense. Nice. And 250% or higher, the super break damage dealt to the enemy target additionally ignores 15% of their defense. Also nice. Alright, Firefly. Use technique to leap into the air. Yes. That's kind of cool. That's funny. I like how it targets. Firefly can use her technique to leap into the air and move about freely. When the free movement times out, or when clicking the technique button again, uses a plunging attack to hit all enemies within the technique's range and applies fire weakness to them. She did say she is very good at making things dead. It's a shame you can't actually see her up in the air. Oh, hey. Nice.
Activate.
It straight up destroyed them.
Step up, let's see ya.
That's great. Oh my god. Yeah. That's amazing. Oh, one thing I wanted to check with you that I did and I was gonna. I wanted to see. Yeah, no, she doesn't actually give herself. She doesn't have an energy regen relic. Fair enough. Effect hit rate. She doesn't need any effect hit rate, does she? I don't think so. 264%. Yeah, that seems about right. Considering everything else. 14. Her crit rate isn't as high. I guess crit isn't. I mean, with the focus on break damage, I guess, and super break and all that, I guess the critical isn't as important for her. really it is all about attack. All right, T-Rex. Because why not? I'm coming for you.
Firefly Type 4. Activate.
Nice. All right.
Decided to play
See
your
what
ace,
we got. Yeah, break the dog. Oh, she's already in her armor? Or... Okay, she's always in her armor. I thought... Wait, then what does her ultimate change?
Take your positions.
I guess let's find out, shall we?
Like fireflies to a flame, life begets death.
Let's also turn that off.
I will fight for myself until everything burns to ashes!
Nice. And now she's in her firefly state, of course. I love the hat. Yes.
Let's improvise.
Nice.
This is more than a battle.
Oh, that's kind of cool. We get a HUD with her face there. Okay, and that's just an upgrade to the SAM armor. Okay, fair enough. Is there a reason I'd want to use her single target instead of her blast? I guess skill points. Doesn't she regenerate the skill points though? I think I saw. Am I? No, that's still. All right, let's blast you guys.
I shall set the seas ablaze!
Jeez,
Enemy
nice.
targets detected. This, that, and...
Let's see what
The move
yours
set
is. I
just
guess.
Right. Let the show begin.
This is Clocky. That's amazing. I love Clocky. Wait, why don't you guys have anything? All right, let's see what this looks like now.
Move forward! Ignite!
Okay, just regular attack. Oh, cause super break probably.
Let's kick things off with you.
Yeah.
Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for good old counterattack.
Nice like a
Good.
good brew. Full-bodied and sweet.
Yeah.
My friends, indulge
This
yourself.
is gonna hurt them. Yep.
Still the
That's some good damage they were doing. All right, let's see what your regular attack is.
It's my turn.
Just throws her hat at them.
Enough.
Do you want to see, Firefly, what your regular attack is like? You know, once you turn that off. There we go.
Initiate cleanup.
Let's see here. Standard punch.
Ready for another?
Stay in.
Joining the battle.
All right, and I think I saw this before, but let's do it one more time.
Attack.
Nice. That actually doesn't reduce her HP as much as I thought. How much was that? It said. Consumes HP equal to 40% of this unit's max HP. Did it though? Or maybe maybe it was besotted and she healed some of it. Which would make sense, I guess.
Let's kick things off with you. Stab in position. Prime. Detonate.
Yeah, that
Fireflies to a flame.
she was
I
besotted.
will fight for myself until everything burns to ashes!
Lovely. Let's get some super break for
Let
you.
the show begin.
Some weakness, some defense reduction.
Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for good old counterattack.
And
Nice like a good brew, my friends. Indulge yourself.
all right.
I shall set the seas ablaze.
Beautiful.
So, it ain't over yet.
Take your positions.
Oh, yeah, let's lose
Let's
this on you.
improvise.
Commencing support.
71,000 super. Damn.
Enough.
Okay. That's sort of how Super Break works, I see. Not every attack within, but, you know, one instance per, I guess, action, we'll say.
Move forward. Ignite.
Nice. Ultimate dance move. Yep. I think she'll make a lovely addition to our team. If I can get her. Ranmei would too, of course. She's another great harmony, but, it's Firefly. Come on. Aww. Seeing Summer win one battle with a team comprising Firefly and Stell. That's sweet. And we have enough wishes, I'm pretty sure, to hit Beyond Pity. Let's go for it. Not that time. Who do we get? No one? Come on. There we go. Subscribe for more. Gwenfin, her selfie stick. I like it. I think I have that one already, actually. All right. One more set of 10. This isn't the one. Let's see. Oh, we got another Misha and another Hanya. Very nice. All right. Maybe I miscalculated. Maybe I wasn't quite towards Pity yet. There it is. Come on, Firefly. Please, Firefly. Come on. Come on. Yay! Oh, my girl! Firefly! Oh, yes! Oh, man. Don't worry, Boot Hill. I'll get you next time around, maybe. But once I saw Firefly, I pretty much instantly knew she was going to be the next banner and that I needed to wait for her. I absolutely could have used those 30 on him instead, but yeah, worth it. Ah, Shui. Nice. My girl. Now I got both her and Robin. Fantastic. Do I have enough here? I'll wait for one more. Ah, her first Eidolon. Damaged up by talent's follow-up attack by 40%. Oh, that's actually really nice.
Serving under the Ten Lords as a judge of souls, I come to the world of the living to enforce their will.
Come to the world of the living? Were you out of the world of the living? I guess I'll see when we maybe do the continuance. One heart. Anya's ultimate effect defeats an enemy. Her action is advanced forward by 15%.
In the obscure prophecy of Dream, a star from the heavens has enlightened my path.
Nice. I have to decide which harmonies go best with Firefly. She seems like a kind of like a hyper carried kind of character, honestly. Well, I'll be building you as soon as I can, Firefly. Misha.
The one thing I look forward to? Growing up, of course.
Daw. He's cute. Alright, Misha. Hard to believe such a sweet little kid is destruction follower. Alright. Now, one last thing before we go is we have a few more messages, and I guess these two are quests. Gallagher, you seem to be blowing up my phone. Oh, what's up? You need help hiding a body? Don't sigh, it makes you sound old. What's wrong? Bad mood? No, I was just, marrying. I was worried about you. I was just worried that you're in a bad mood. Actually, I just saw another patron who made me a bit sentimental. He is someone whose thoughts are always concerned with reality, but is determined to live out the rest of his life in the dreamscape. There are so many of them here in Penacony. Yeah, I don't know if it's a problem. I mean, I don't have a problem necessarily with people choosing that kind of life. If that's what they really want, to choose a virtual world over real life. More power to them. But, Baconian, or Penaconian dog. Nice. But, I don't know, he chose this life. I guess it counts as one way of living. Yes, for someone who suffers terminal illness, choosing the dreamscape can be a form of rebirth. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what Firefly was telling us on the rooftop, is it not? That she, because of her condition, she sort of longed for, I guess, the dream of Penacony. On the flip side, even though the dreamscape can shield him from the sensory aspects of reality and temporarily remove him from physical pain, the longing for his loved ones in the real world and the anxiety of facing a lonely death remain genuine sources of mental anguish. That's also fair. Yeah. I mean, but like I said, it's their choice. If we pin everything on illness, then the existence of sweet dreams can indeed be a cure. However, if dreams shatter one day, where would these people go when they are already running away from troubles of their real life? I mean, are we planning on shattering these dreams? Or are you just speaking just in case? Sounds so deep. I don't get it. There's always a way. I mean, it'd be tragic, but if that happens, they'd be no worse off than they are now, right? There's always a way. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. True. Life is full of possibilities. Let those who should worry, worry. And you're real talkative today. Almost like you got something to get off your chest. You seem to have a lot to say today. I just want to ask, did you add a lot of Soul Glad to your drink today? No. Soul Glad hasn't been the right drink for me for a long while. That's got some meaning behind it. What are you puzzled about, Gallagher? Oh? Yes? What? 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 Awawa? What are you saying? Awawa? Excuse me. Phone's got a phone's got a good stomping by my peg. P-E-T. What is going on with you, Gallagher? Is your phone okay? One sec. Having troubles? Right. Should be fine now. It's just that this new pet's been giving me some trouble. Trouble. Looks like it's still buggy. Yeah, it sure looks trumbalsome. I always love it when the Trailblazer is a bit trolly. Wait, so you have a pet? What kind of pet you have? Is it in the dream world or the real world? Whatever. The phone can be fixed. But the pet I saved off the street's got to be taken care of, no matter what. Wait, it sounded earlier like your pet was the one that was like stepping on your... Wait, but it's your phone. Let's say stepping on your keyboard, but that doesn't even make sense. No matter what. I mean... Yeah. You're not planning on getting rid of it, are you? I want to see your pet. I want to see what kind of pet can break a phone like this. Sure. Wait a moment. The phone's camera function is damaged too. The pet... Shoot. The pet is sort of a big one. Quite active, but sample-minded. Just think of it as a robo-dog. Did it damage your phone, or... Can't quite recall the exact date. I was out doing patrol around the streets when I stumbled upon it in this dodgy old alley. It was brawling with a few other dogs. So it is a dog, then. But wait, no, you said a robo-dog. I ain't usually one to meddle in these affairs. Fights over turf and whatnot. They're just way too common. But then I saw it keep going, throwing itself forward and struggling on the brink of death over and over without giving up. In the end, it won, but was wounded all over. So I figured why not? Took it back up to the lounge and fixed it up. Nice. It does sound like a movie script. Sounds like a movie script starring a robotic dog. If a movie studio's interested, this guy might be turning in a megastar real soon. Aside from being a bit of a troublemaker, it's pretty clever about stuff. Doesn't matter if it's learning to bite or heeding commands. Right. I've been trying to come up with a name for this one. I've been calling it Hey You constantly, and sometimes it deliberately ignores me. Hey You. Pika. Bingo. I mean, maybe Pikachu. Pika. Like the sound of Pika White Grape Soda. People will know it's your dog immediately. That's a pretty unique name. I like it. I'll use it. I should have gone with Hey You. Thanks for your help with the naming. I'll take a picture of it once I figs my phone. Of course. When you turn your phone into a fig. Want to try the new mix I have? I call it the Vaporizer. Ooh. I'm interested. Will it vaporize me on the spot if I try it? Just one sip of the drink and you get vaporized on the spot? Nah, I can't pull off something like that. But the taste and texture won't let you down. In Penacony, you can find all kinds of drink mixing ingredients. And sometimes the flavor that comes out of the mix is hard to describe. I don't know how many unique drinks I've tasted before the Vaporizer was created. Countless? Hundreds? Thousands? Tell me about these unique flavors. There are way too many examples. Among recent mixes, Feast in Exile and Masked Talent can be considered classics. It left me with the deepest impressions. What is this Masked Talent? The original point of the mix was to let people find a bit of sour and sweet amidst the cold shaved ice. Like finding candy among glass shards? Kinda. But after it went down, it was like drinking a cup of cold water. Shoot. Nothing sour at all. Boring. Comparatively, the vaporizer is doing something really impressive. Using Soul Glad as a foundation, and imbued with Atmos Sweet and Recollection as its supporting ingredients, I bet you didn't like using Soul Glad. The incongruity woven from both sweet and bitter when you take one sip, it's like you're tasting life itself. I could see that. I mean, it sounds like you just made coffee with sugar in it or something, though. Every time you try to reminisce and grasp onto something, you're only left with fleeting nothingness. All right, I'm on my way. This is just like me for real. Do I even need to make a special trip for this drink? Trust me this once. Trust me this once. You won't be disappointed. See you at the lounge. Oh, do you actually have this for me? All right, let's see. Bloodhound Contractor. What quest you got for us, Bloodhound Gang? Or family? Greetings. Are you interested in earning a little extra something? Due to recent incidents in Penacony, the family is short-staffed and is now hiring dream chasers with exceptional skills as temporary security officers. Applicants who have annihilated memes will be given preference. I haven't annihilated any memes so far, but I am, still interested, even though it, turns out it didn't actually kill Firefly. The fact that it put me through so much emotional turmoil, it, still deserves to, get its face at least beaten in with a baseball bat. Or its many faces, or eyes. If you are interested, please contact me and proceed to Dewlight Pavilion for an on-site interview. It's first come, first served. Also, we still need to see Robin alive. I'm more confident that she is now, but I mean, I need to see her safe and sound. Clock Studios Customer Service. Dear visitor, according to the Bloodhound family, Clock Studios theme park is currently undergoing a security check, so the main gate is temporarily closed. However, to satisfy our customers, we will continue providing the amusement program, Clocky's Extras Filming Experience, where you can enjoy fun games and learn about the creation of the animations Hamster Ball Night and Brother Hanu. That sounds awesome. Didn't you just say the park is closed? Why can we still participate in the program? As you may be aware, Clock Studios was not founded by the family. I was not aware. We will operate based on our chairman, the Watchmaker's philosophy. We won't compromise our own interests for the family. For your information, and the family doesn't shut you down? For your information, you can create your own animation in this program, and if your work is good enough, it might even get officially released in theaters. Oh, that's awesome, but I am not enough of an artist to draw a still image, let alone animation. As a reminder to you, the ownership and intellectual property rights of the animation you produce using Clock Studios facilities, along with related rights and interests, belong to Clock Studios. I see how it is. And what is my compensation, if any? Clock Studios has the right to retain and dispose of the content, and any revenue generated from the content will belong to Clock Studios. Trying to make me work for free? So everything I create belongs to you? Is this the idea to help your animation team slack off? Sorry for the confusion. While we are delighted to share our animations with guests, we need to protect our studio's intellectual property. If your animation gets officially released in theaters, you'll get a 1.5-second shout-out in the credits. Oh, wow. Thank you so much. So generous. If you're interested, please find a yellow-haired Papeshi employee at the park entrance, and he will guide you through the program. Please remember the password for Dreamville. Charge! Yeah, I'm gonna go with no. This contract is terrible. What? Zero pay director. Hey, Misha. And March. How you doing? Is this a dream? No, this is not.
You're here!
Yes, I am, and you're here too, Misha.
This is my first time outside of Penacony. Wow. It's so awesome.
Isn't it? How do you like space? Is it what you were expecting?
I imagined the cosmos in my head, but actually seeing it with my own eyes is truly mesmerizing.
Aw. Well, I'm glad you like it. It's a shame Clocky can't be here with us.
When I shut my eyes, I get this feeling that I'm among the stars.
You might want to look out the window. You kind of are among the stars, Misha.
But I really want to travel through the cosmos with you all.
Well, you'll always be welcome on the Express.
Whoa, thank you! Well, once Grandpa returns, perhaps I'll get the chance to join you on adventures to far-off worlds.
Grandpa? I didn't know you had a... Well, I mean, I guess obviously you have a grandpa, but, interesting. Maybe that's related to something we'll learn about more later with Misha.
Actually, I often dream of a train traveling through the cosmos, with brilliant stars whizzing by.
Well, that's us.
I'd always be glued to the window, gazing outside. I dreamed I'd never leave, but once I woke up, it would all be gone.
Well, I have some good news for you. It is no longer a dream, and that is exactly what you'll get here.
But I can't believe I finally got to come on board the Astral Express. It almost feels like home.
Hey, it is a second home for you, if that's your wish. All right. What is that sound? Oh, it's the conductor sweeping. I was like, what the hell? Okay, March. Oh wait, she had a quest, didn't she? Yeah, let's avoid that. We also have new game tools. If you want to see the recommended plans for different characters, you can slide to the character. Oh, that's nice. All recommendations are provided by miHoYo Wiki. Click here to switch to other recommended plans. Oh, wow. Yeah. That's awesome. So, one of these three, plus obviously Trailblazer or Harmony Stell, and then one of these three with the actual recommended being the big portrait. That's cool. I guess this is the second most recommended lineup. This is basically the same as the other one, just without her. Yeah, this is basically the same. Oh, except with Asta as the front runner instead of Gallagher. Yeah. And then Himiko and Ron. Yeah, I got the sense that Ranmei would be extremely good for her. I am probably going to wish for her, I think, too. Ooh, we can see who's coming soon, too. Ah, we are going to get Jade. That's awesome. Well, I doubt these recommended lineups are the end-all, be-all of teams, but it's nice to have suggestions. Maybe inspire you. As well as the recommended set. It's pretty nice too. Hello, Dr. Edward. We're here about a dream, I guess.
Trailblazers from the Astral Express. Welcome to the Dreamscape Sandstorm.
Thank you. Good to be back. Is that usually how you welcome customers? Long time no see, old Big Eye.
A long time no see. Diamond.
Hey, well, actually you're calling me a diamond, so thank you. I will choose to take that as a compliment.
You must be here to experience those dream bubbles. I've already made the necessary preparations. Be careful. We do pass the safety inspections stipulated by 27 Ferris and Article 076.
Okay, but
However, this dreamscape will feature unfiltered and unpolished fresh memory. It will make for a very vivid experience.
I am still exceedingly disappointed I did not get to finish my last stream. I mean, that one was so good.
Veteran gamer. Call this type of dream a thrill dream.
Okay.
I don't know if you're into that kind of thing. If you feel any discomfort, please leave the dreamscape immediately and seek professional medical help.
I wouldn't expect a dream to make me need medical help, but I'll keep it in mind, thank you. Not even that, a dream within a dream.
Luckily, I just so happen to be an excellent doctor. Albeit a psychiatric one.
I mean,
Let us begin. Please, close your eyes and rest your forehead on the dream bubble.
psychiatric doctor is probably what you would need from damage from a dream. Touch the dream bubble. Let's do this. This masquerade duet.
Oh yes, I nearly forgot. That elegant girl mentioned something before she left.
Yes?
The nature of this memory is special. Don't ruin the dreamscape experience for anyone else by spoiling the ending.
Alright, I won't. Black Swan's dream bubble. Black Swan is in your team. Oh, cool. Oh, we got trash cans to deal with. Lordly trash cans. And then spring boaters. A peculiar entity within the realm of fiction. Its story documented in the Nameless Chronicles. A lone and valiant trash can bearing the mission of the Garbage King to seek formidable warriors to eliminate all waste that threatens the world. Beautiful. Okay, we got Trial Black Swan. Well, if we got Black Swan, we might as well make this a DOT team, right? Well, hopefully this will work out well, despite the lack of physical. What are
In
you
my
up to?
estimation, there is no question about it. This is murder.
Now, Black Swan, this is a real dream you had, or an adventure you had in a dream? Since for you, I mean, I could honestly see this being less a dream and more a memory.
Murder. Such a foreign word to us. The people of Penacony could never come to any harm while under the watchful protection of the family.
You know, not too long ago I would have said bullshit, but now I'm less confident on that. It might actually be like I originally thought, physically impossible to actually come to harm in a dream. Because, I mean, honestly, that makes more sense to me. It made more sense to me. But, you know, dreams here are weird. And, you know, caused by a physical substance called memoria, so, you know, anything was possible, but...
In a dream, even if you're bashed 1,000 times with a hammer, at worst, you'll still wake up in reality in a hotel.
Right, that was what I thought.
Not necessarily.
Sambo.
Even if the result does not constitute harm, the criminal intent is clear enough? You specifically came here to cordon off the scene because of the unsavory nature of this case, right?
I love Sampo, but are you really Sampo or are you Sparkle? Now I will never... Honestly, she has ruined me. I mean, I can't... I can't... Who can I trust to be themselves?
You're not wrong. Even if there are no casualties, being smashed over the head with a hammer in the middle of the street for no reason at all.
I mean...
This is not the kind of thing that happens on Penacony.
Now, they don't feel it, do they?
You are guests of the Oak family, so you may investigate the crime scene. I'll be on standby over here.
Black Swan, are you working with what's probably actually Sparkle and not Sampo? Nice mallet.
Are you a witch? How did you manage to convince them in the blink of an eye that we're some kind of detectives?
I mean, she is kind of a witch, like a dream witch. Tell the truth. Offer no explanation. Yeah, sure, tell him the truth.
Just some suggestions at the memory level. If something happens in everybody's memory, then that something becomes a fact.
That's, don't abuse that, please, Black Swan.
If we had a little more time, I could have even convinced her I was Shipe the Harmony.
Jeez. Please don't abuse that ability, Black Swan. You haven't used that on me, have you?
Then, on to the next order of business. Let's discuss your companion, shall we?
Your companion? Who's your companion?
Memo Keeper of the Garden of Recollection. I've been watching you for quite some time.
Sparkle? I'm assuming you are Sparkle now, Sampo. So, is your mask a separate entity from you then?
You stole a glance at me when you first entered the hotel. You followed me wherever I went inside the dreamscape. In the windows along the commercial street. In the pond water reflections of the Ideen Park. Even in the reflections of the wine glass. Everywhere.
Wow. You know, I think she's probably the first one to just completely see through you from the start.
My dear, do you have a crush on me? Well then, seeing as you're so interested in me, let's play a little game.
Games are fun.
I left a puzzle for you near OT Mall. Solve it and prove that you're capable of pleasing me. If you can solve it, then we can talk.
Sounds good to me. Or maybe you really are Sampo.
Don't leave me waiting, my dear. Before Penacony gets flipped upside down, try to find me, catch me, and stop me.
I mean, considering Sparkle is handing out these detonators, yeah, probably would be a good idea to stop her.
There's actually more than one memo keeper who's come to Penacony. She's mixed me up with someone else. But no harm, no foul.
Oh. Yeah, I think I believe you there.
The address that the mask gave you is right here. But you never would have thought that when Miss Sparkle mentioned a game, she was talking about wanton slaughter on the streets of Penacony.
Are you really? Is Sampo here?
Such a direct act of provocation is enough to get my competitive side worked up too.
Madam, forgive me. I had no idea about anything she said. As you saw, I went through a brain scan and everything.
Brain scan? What? When and where and why?
I'm just a friend, helping her deliver a letter. That's all. I never knew this was actually a declaration of warfare.
They say you shouldn't kill the messenger. So, maybe you can just,
Let me go. You all are the big shots here. I'm really not on your level.
Oh, Sampo, don't sell yourself short. Also, you might be even less trustworthy than Sparkle on it. Like, I trust you to, mate. Do I trust him to help me in the end? I don't know. His sort of voice came through for me, but also sort of didn't.
What a frightened look you have. Don't worry. Since this has nothing to do with you, I won't be suspecting you of anything. Why don't you come take a stroll with me?
I bet it is Sparkle. I'm sticking with that.
Oh, seems like I can't escape being an assistant detective. Oh, fine. It's all fine. No big deal.
We need more Sampo in this game. All right. What do we got? Oh, hey, this is the Mr. Hanu we did. It's orphan time. Bailiff and constable. Hi. How you two doing? Oh, and this is the club, right? Place seems a little empty.
If there's anything you'd like to know, please ask away.
Of course, of course. Regarding the victim.
Who was the victim?
An IPC employee named Shamari.
Huh.
Eyewitnesses reported that a tall, strong man wearing a large robe with long sleeves walked right past Shamari and suddenly assaulted him with a hammer.
Strong? The tall, strong man with a large robe, long sleeves. I mean, Sparkle can take any form she wants, so you gotta be careful about jumping to conclusions there.
Shamari collapsed on the spot and woke up from the dream. The murderer vanished in a flash.
Right. I think I saw the hammer over there earlier.
Ooh, that sounds just like Sparkle.
That's what I thought.
Her best asset is transforming her appearance to look like someone else.
Sampo, are you supposed to be ratting on your, well, maybe companion is a bit much. And also, I don't know how much loyalty there is between masked fools. Regarding the Sweet Dreams troop present at the scene of the crime.
Who are those two little guys?
Seems like the assailants stole the troop from elsewhere and deliberately placed them here. What nerve. They don't even have the slightest consideration for public order.
Wait. Why? Just for the fun of it?
Those two have clammed up. I wonder if you two could help pry open their mouths.
Well, give me a crowbar and I can try.
Looks like a puzzle that Sparkle has left behind for you.
Well, evidence at the scene of the crime.
Any leads yet?
This is a developing case, so there aren't many clues yet. All we have to go by are the weapon used by the assailant and the victim's ID.
The papers, the victim's ID or something.
They didn't even take the weapon with them. Sounds like they're trying to provoke us. Despicable.
I mean, yeah, I think Sparkle is just having fun. It's what she does. Ooh, can we summon the victim? Yeah, I guess they're not dead.
Where's Mr. Shamari right now? I'd like to meet him.
I'm afraid you can't. The Oaks came forward and calmed him down. Mr. Shamari expressed that he understands the unpredictable nature of dreams, and went on to vacation in another dreamscape.
I mean, we could go into that other dreamscape and find him, right?
Best not to bother him. Guest experiences always have to come first.
Sure. Fair enough.
Oh, I'm afraid by the time we find him, half of Penacony will have been sent back to reality by Sparkle.
Oh no. These renegade hammerings.
Looks like we'll have to play this little game of sparkles then.
Yeah, it'll be more fun that way anyways. right, Constable. There's the hammer. Constable and the bailiff.
Lady Black Swan, you're here! I'm the constable, and this here assisting me is the bailiff for this case.
That voice is fantastic.
Mr. Coldfeet, why'd you do it?
What? Mr. Coldfeet?
So they can talk after all. Miss Black Swan, they're heading straight for you.
Wait, are they gonna try and fight me?
Don't interrupt, I wasn't talking to you. Ahem. I understand Lady Black Swan has quite the intellect.
She does.
I'm sure you'll be able to get to the bottom of the Sparkle murder case.
Can't take him seriously with that voice. And the face. It's amazing.
The Sparkle murder case? Wasn't the victim Shamari from the IPC?
It was. But I think they're just announcing who the murderer was.
You're wrong, Lady Black Swan. The victim is evidently none other than the matriarch of the Goldhammer family, Miss Sparkle Goldhammer.
Wait, is that her actual name?
Oh, I guess Miss Sparkle has written herself into the skit here, and this has nothing to do with the actual case. Goldhammer? Is that her real surname?
That's what I'm wondering.
Never heard of it. Sounds made up.
It does.
Sparkle doesn't sound like a real name either.
Also true. That was always my assumption that it was an alias.
Miss Sparkle was supposed to receive 3 valiant warriors at the Goldhammer residence today, but upon their arrival, all they found was her body.
Oh no! This is unacceptable.
Miss Sparkle had been smashed over the head by a hammer and died on the spot.
Poor Miss Sparkle.
Such a brutal act of violence.
What is this world come to?
My investigations discovered that the 3 warriors were supposed to escort supplies back to their territory the day before, but they were unexpectedly ambushed by the Annihilation Gang.
But the Annihilation Gang has been annihilated.
They narrowly escaped and barely got away with their lives, finding their supplies almost completely raided. So they all shared a motive for killing Miss Sparkle, to escape punishment.
So the 3 of them teamed up to kill her.
It's a possibility. No? No?
Is the case closed?
We solved it.
No, there can only be one murderer. It's not an unsolved mystery if there are 3 murderers.
Yes, it would.
Wait.
If we don't know that, it would be unsolved. Huh.
If you can't justify it, don't bother.
It'd be even more funny if this was really Sparkle. Just her criticizing her own setup and game.
Got it! Those 3 were all vying against each other to be number 2. They couldn't have cooperated on anything. So it must have been one of them acting alone.
I see.
That actually doesn't make much sense.
No, but
even
just
if they
roll with
were
it.
on bad terms, those 3...
Sampo, don't question it. Just roll with it. For the sake of the game.
Please begin your investigation, Lady Black Swan. There are lots of clues at the crime scene that are sure to help you apprehend the real culprit.
Thank you, Constable. But I want to accuse the real culprit right now. It is the bailiff. No, it's probably Sampo.
I've got the case file right here.
Who's
You want
probably
to learn
Sparkle.
More about the suspects? Talk to me.
Oh, all right.
Lady Black Swan, allow me to introduce the 3 suspects to you. Lefton, Zhongshan, and Wright.
And where are they?
Lefton is one of Miss Sparkle's chief lieutenants, whose right hand was unfortunately severed while
Oh,
he
no.
was valiantly fighting off the Annihilation Gang. He's now learning how to write and hold a fork with his left hand. How tough that must be.
Yeah, actually, if he was right-handed and not ambidextrous, that would be exceedingly tough.
Then there's Zhongshan. This guy's a coward who ran away as soon as a group spotted some bandits along the road. He ended up smashing into the side of a cliff and getting his face disfigured.
Ah.
It's a real shame, as he used to be one of the rare handsome men left around town.
Well, if he's a coward, well, I don't know, coward might be a murderer.
Last of all comes right. This guy was so insatiably greedy that he still came back to try and embezzle the rest of the supplies after they narrowly escaped with their lives, lying about how the gang had taken off with everything. Lefton and Zhongshan were so incensed that they broke his legs.
Oh, jeez. But yeah, greed is a good motivator.
Hang on, I'm confused here. Left on? Right? Is this some kind of joke?
You know what? That's a good point. Well done, Sampo. And yes, it is a joke. This whole thing is an elaborate joke.
What? Where did you get that idea from? Do you need me to go over it all again?
Yes, please.
Got it. But it sounds like Mr. Assistant Detective has his own misgivings. Would you like to go over it again?
I just want to hear the 3 names again.
Lefton is one of Miss Sparkle's chief lieutenants, whose right hand was unfortunately severed while he was valiantly fighting off the Annihilation
Lefton's
Gang.
right hand was severed.
Then there's Zhongshan. This guy's a coward who ran away as soon as the group
this one doesn't
spotted some
have
bandits along the road.
anything
He
special.
ended up smashing into the side of a cliff and getting his face disfigured. Last of all comes right. This guy was so insatiably greedy that he still came back to try and embezzle the rest.
Okay.
That's all the intel we have on the 3 suspects.
Very good. Case review 1. We're gonna do another one of the mini games where you accuse things, present the evidence.
Look, an ID card. Talent Motivation Department, Shamari. Is this the victims?
It must be.
Mr. Shamari's belongings should have disappeared alongside him as he woke from the dreamscape.
Except,
The fact that this ID is here means Miss Sparkle placed it here on purpose to prove that she definitely attacked someone.
right. But was it not? Were you not listening to the bailiff and the constable? The victim was Miss Sparkle Goldhammer, not this Mr. Shamari. Come on, you gotta play along.
Holy moly! This hammer is super heavy. This must be the murder weapon for the Sparkle murder case.
It takes someone exceedingly strong to wield it.
Miss Sparkle also used it to attack Mr. Shamari.
Presumably. Allegedly.
I'm barely able to lift this using both hands. I have no idea how Sparkle could ever use this to hit a target.
It is. I mean, maybe she's just stronger than you. Giant. Oh, it's wooden. Giant wooden hammer.
Is that all the evidence? How are we meant to solve this with so little to go on?
Yeah, we don't have anything about the 3 culprits. Potential culprits. The 3 suspects. Oh, hello, Mask.
Oh, you scared me! When did you pop out?
Just now.
The 2 pieces of evidence that you found are related to the attack on Shamari. Miss Sparkle didn't leave them lying around for no reason. They're clues to the puzzle.
Oh, yeah, we got that.
But there are still some other clues that were placed in other areas, so they won't spoil the crime scene.
Shoot.
Isn't that a bit unnecessary?
Unnecessary, perhaps, but she is probably amused by making us go run around.
No. It's disruptive to have a stack of irrelevant things crowding a crime scene. Miss Sparkle is a law-abiding citizen.
No
who'd
bullshit.
Never bring extra trouble to the family.
BS, Miss Sparkle. BS. Also, I don't think a stack of further evidence would be considered an irrelevant thing crowding a crime scene.
Seems quite nice of her, if you ask me.
Of course.
Looks like Miss Sparkle is adding a little spice to the investigation. Let's take her up on her offer then. Mr. Assistant Detective, this way.
Where are we going? Oh, we're gonna do Hanu. Nice. It's Mighty Morphin Hanu time. Hell yeah. Man, I'm feeling real cool today. Boom, boom, boom. Oh yeah. Is this one of her bombs? Yeah, the buttons.
What's this little device here for? Could you please let me know? It looks like a little button.
Don't press it, please.
Don't push it, Lady Black Swan. Whatever you do, don't push it.
Good job, Constable.
That's the mutually assured destruction button that Miss Sparkle installed. Once pushed, Miss Sparkle and the entirety of Penacony will instantaneously go up in smoke.
Miss Sparkle too. I mean, there's no way Miss Sparkle's gonna sacrifice herself, though. Well, I don't know, maybe she'd find it amusing. Perhaps it will literally go up in smoke. Like they'll just emit a bunch of smoke.
Miss Sparkle also has her own button. The second she pushes hit, you and the entirety of Penacony will instantaneously go up in smoke.
Yeah, that would be a problem.
That sounds like both buttons can do the exact same thing.
That would be correct.
Correct. Exactly the same.
What's wrong, Sampo?
Oh,
Aren't you going to ask me why?
Why what?
okay. Why?
Because she is fair.
I mean, I guess I don't know enough about her to say she isn't.
This is nuts!
No, this is a button. What do we got? Okay, yeah. This is the same one we were at before. That's gone. We can get to the other side now. Here we go. Do I need to get it big again? Oh, maybe not. Perfect. Is that Pom Pom? That's awesome. And yeah, a very cool Pom Pom.
What's this? A plush toy?
Yes, an adorable plush toy.
Regardless of why it's designed to look like the conductor aboard the Astral Express, this doll, is it connected to the case?
Have you ever heard of something called a red herring in detective stories?
Yeah.
It's a fake clue that leads you down the wrong path.
Reminds me of one of my favorite reoccurring jokes in the old, not Scooby-Doo, but like the children version of Scooby-Doo, where they're all kids and they had the
I see.
character named Red
But
Herring.
when it's so obvious, doesn't that defeat the purpose?
That's just in case you didn't realize the ingenuity of Miss Sparkle and
Oh,
were
yeah.
worried about her throwing out a random, useless clue.
I see. Thank you for your keen insight.
Yes, Constable.
Then, let's pretend we were misled by a red herring. This doll, could
Doing a
it be
voice.
connected to the case?
I think it might be, Miss Black Swan. Look at it.
You don't have to play along that hard, you know.
What? Sample? What are you talking about? I think this might be a clue. Pom-pom toy. The greatest evidence. Hanu's Adventure Part 4. Sometimes you can find heavy items at high places that Hanu can drop. If they fall on the heads of Boss Stone's lackeys, you can temporarily disable them. Oh, nice. Hit. Gotcha. Overcome the minion. Impressive. Very impressive, boss. It's Hanu. Or Mr. Hanu.
This notice seems like a hint for us from Miss Sparkle.
Goldhammer Residence Security Regulation. To prevent criminals from hurting our great and lovely Miss Sparkle, the Goldhammer residents shall abide by the following regulations from today onwards. 1. All retainers and visitors must enter and exit the Goldhammer residence using the facial recognition system. Well, that one guy's out. 2. Those who cannot pass through the facial recognition system be killed on the spot. Oh God. 3. These regulations are in effect indefinitely. That poor guy is probably gone.
That sounded like a story from ancient times. And why did the facial recognition system suddenly go out?
Wait, did it? Oh. I mean, if the facial recognition system went out, then it probably is the guy who lost his face.
This is so her style, isn't it? Doesn't look like there are any more clues. Let's head back to the crime scene.
Yeah.
Next, should we pin down the identity of the perpetrator? This evidence, I've been staring at it all day, but there's nothing that can identify the perp.
Well, no. I mean, if what you just said is true, then we already know who the perp has to be, or is likely to be at least.
Lefton, that guy lost his hand.
His hand looks there. It just looks like his arm is hurting or broken.
Remember Zhongshan's face was disfigured after the incident at the cliff? Right?
I do.
I remember this one best. Right has a broken leg.
Correct.
Why don't we flip the question and start by asking who couldn't be the murderer? After all, there are only 3 suspects, so
Right.
elimination could be a valid method.
If you put it like that, then do you already have someone in mind? Tell me, come on.
I mean, who cannot be the murderer? I'll let you 3. Exclude Lefton. Well, I mean, can I look at my evidence or no? Constable. Bailiff.
Have you got any more questions?
No.
I have no questions about the case, but I'm just curious. How did Sparkle manipulate you?
Oh, that is a good question.
I'm just a lowly bailiff. I don't know anything except for this here case.
Oh, fair enough. Constable?
Please begin your investigation, Lady Black Swan. There are lots of clues at the crime scene that are sure to help you apprehend the real culprit.
Well, we know the guy who has a broken hand probably can't lift the hammer.
So, who exactly is the murderer? Lefton, that guy lost his hand.
Yeah.
Based on the bailiff's statement, Lefton's dominant hand was seriously injured to the point where he had to learn how to live using only his left hand. Swinging that giant sledgehammer to murder someone, that must be hard for him.
Yeah.
Probably impossible.
Probably.
Left in suspicion level can be downgraded.
Now,
So, who exactly is the murderer?
I'm thinking that the
Remember Zhongshan's face was disfigured after the incident at the cliff?
yeah.
Right?
I'm thinking that my first interpretation of that evidence where he the before Sampo's irresponsible comment of facial recognition software being shut down at the scene of the crime. I think this excludes him as a possibility.
Poor guy. He was seriously injured and was all wrapped up in bandages to keep his good looks safe. If that's the case, then he couldn't have made it through the Goldhammer Residence's
Exactly.
facial recognition system. That would suggest that Zhongshan is not the murderer.
Right.
By process of elimination, it seems that only Wright could be the murderer.
Except you, Sampo.
That was easy. Let's tell the constable our answer and see what he thinks.
Please begin your investigation, Lady Black Swan.
The murderer is right.
Yes. Well, Constable, are we right?
Beep! You have answered correctly! As expected, you didn't disappoint, Lady Black Swan. Game rules stipulate I must tell you where the next puzzle is.
Oh, another puzzle.
Huh? The next puzzle? I didn't sign up for this.
I mean, what did you say? Why are you following Black Swan around, Sampo? I feel like there's some context missing here. Unless you really are Sparkle and you approach her, to have fun observing or playing your little game.
Looks like the key to winning lies not in the puzzle itself, but in the motives behind Miss Sparkle's strange behavior. I'm afraid this chase may just go on forever.
It very well might. I could see that being Sparkle's goal.
I have to remind you that Sparkle is a masked fool? Do you plan on finding logic in the mind of a masked fool?
It's a fair point, actually, Sampo. There's certainly no logic to be found in your actions, so...
That's exactly what I plan on doing. Even if it's just subjective, there must be an overall principle behind the behavior. Memories cannot lie, and hers may just understand more about her than she does herself.
Interesting idea. I suppose, yeah. Everyone's gonna have some internal logic to them, I guess. I doubt she can be truly random.
Right now, let's follow her train of thought and head to the next puzzle. I hope this time we can get ahead of the Bloodhound family. I want to try and avoid using my Memo Keeper powers.
Why? You don't want to draw attention? Right. Off we go. Hello, Mr. Owl.
So why are you so focused on Sparkle's challenge? Or should I ask, are you more focused on Sparkle herself?
Well, I don't know. I don't know how you got involved in this, Black Swan. I guess Sparkle invited you because she thought you were observing her, but then you said she had you mistaken for someone else. And now you're just playing along.
I told you. It's purely out of a spirit of competitiveness.
Not sure I believe you.
And, as a Memo Keeper, I also have to fulfill my responsibilities and harvest some interesting memories.
Oh, well, fair enough. What do we have here?
Here's the Penacony News.
Another, crime scene, or...
Whoa, this place is a complete
Yeah, the
mess.
sheriff and the deputy
And
sheriff.
those two weirdos are probably here too.
There's nobody else at the scene. Seems like Miss Sparkle used the same method to send dreamers back to reality.
What, a hammer
Let's talk
to the
to
face?
those two there, then.
Hello, Sheriff. Deputy Sheriff. I don't think I've seen one of these clock enemies before.
Oh, Detective Black Swan and Detective Sampo! You finally made it!
Yes, we have. Oh my god. This music.
We don't know what we'd do without your help.
I think this is the same person who's been voicing all of these things.
Why are you talking like that? Is this some sort of artistic performance that young people are into these days?
I mean...
Is there something wrong with the way we are talking?
No.
Deputy Sheriff, am I talking in a strange way?
I don't think so. I think it's charming.
Oh, of course not, Sheriff. The way you talk is no stranger than the cat that climbs the apple tree in my grandma's backyard.
Wait, what? Cat climbs your... You have a grandma? You're a mechanical dream dog. You have a backyard?
Huh. Skit this time is a modernist one.
Let's discuss this difficult case then. The victim is a galactic business magnate named Sparkle.
Ooh. Not related to the Sparkle of the Sparkle Goldhammer family?
Her again? Sparkle really is obsessed with scripting her own death.
I mean, she is handing out mutually assured destruction bombs. So, you know, maybe she actually is.
Oh, for the laughter. If you undercut me one more time, I swear I'm gonna kick you in the butt.
Wait, is that Sparkle voicing all of these things? That's pretty great.
Miss Sparkle came to the fashion store to buy herself a brand new tie.
Tie?
She didn't come back out.
Sparkle doesn't wear a tie. Well, I guess Sparkle, the business magnate wears a tie.
After a long time, the shopkeeper went in to see what was going on, but instead discovered Miss Sparkle's body. She had been strangled to death.
What? Oh no!
There were 3 suspects on the scene, namely a Pepeshi shopkeeper named Wright, a Foxian gambler named Zhang Shan, and a wealthy Intellitron trader called Lefton.
It's very original. It's gonna be Wright again.
Our old friends.
Yeah. I feel like I know them so well.
It's not just to aid your memory. We've added more descriptions to help tell them apart.
Oh, I thank you.
Miss Sparkle is so gracious.
She is.
Based on surveillance footage, witness testimony, and various pieces of evidence, the killer is ultimately among these 3, and they were not working in cahoots.
Definitely not working in cahoots. I see you have your story more straight this time.
You're too lazy to be a suspect, right?
What? The sheriff? Of course.
Oh, for the laughter! If I talk anymore with you, it'll make my pure soul filthy!
You know, I'm beginning to think this is the real Sampo, judging by Sparkle's reaction.
Detective Black Swan, the dossiers are over here. You can learn more about the suspects from me. I trust you will be able to cut through the hogwash and find out who Miss Sparkle's killer is.
Of course, of course. We'll figure this out. We will bring justice for Miss Sparkle. Business magnate.
Let me introduce the identities of these suspects to you. It's very straightforward.
Sure.
First of all is the shopkeeper, Wright. He's one of the Pepeshi people and only stands as tall as Sparkle's waist, which is often a source of teasing for him.
Aw.
He can get pretty salty about it.
So he has a motive to, you know, cut her down a leg or two.
Next up, you have the merchant Lefton. He wants to join up with the Penacony Trading Guild and is in direct competition with Miss Sparkle. That could be a motive for killing her.
It's another one, yeah.
Finally, there is the gambler Zhang Shan. He lost a bet to Miss Sparkle, and he had to hand over his family heirloom.
Oh no.
It's possible he harbored a grudge against her.
So we have 3 possible motives. 1 for each. Shoot, that doesn't help narrow it down.
That's all the information we have. Do you need me to repeat it?
No, that won't be necessary.
That won't be necessary. I remember it all.
You do follow the remembrance, I would hope so. Alright, Sheriff. Oh, no. Review here.
And there's the tie.
Oh, wow. It's a nice looking tie.
That skit before said that the deceased was strangled. Is this tie some kind of joke murder weapon?
I mean, do you want to find out, Sampo? We could test it right here.
The tag on the tie reads, "Only for Imperial Master Lefton." Seems like it's one of Miss Sparkle's personal belongings.
Huh. Only for Imperial Master Lefton.
That's not how you use the word imperial.
What? I mean, what do you think they meant? I just assumed Lefton is a, you know, high-ranking member of in an empire.
There's an accounting book lying on the ground. It must have been specially placed there by Sparkle.
On the title page is written Chen Katong. Is that someone's name? A code name. Oh, I think it's the name of the owner of this book.
Chen Katong.
This Jian Katong person should be Sparkle's targeted victim this time around.
Oh, yeah, right. But that information doesn't help us.
So, it's just like the first case then. Only 2 pieces of evidence. The rest hidden inside her memories again, right?
Right?
Miss Sparkle doesn't want to distract your investigation.
She doesn't want to distract our investigation? What a law-abiding citizen this Sparkle is.
Oh, Sampo.
Why doesn't she surrender then?
Your antagonism with Sparkle is amusing. But, I don't know. I'm not sure if I believe it's real or not. Oh yeah. Very cool. All right. First clue. Oh, right. Can't go up the stairs. All right. Second clue. Oh, shoot. Stairs. Stairs everywhere I look. Oh, yeah. Return to... Oh, yeah, we should... Oh, hold on. I guess we need to return to normal form. What do we have here?
A little stool that seems quite normal. There are 2 small footprints drawn on it in crayon.
Why?
The footprints, which are half as big as standard, must belong to a Pepeshi person.
Oh, but they're drawn on by hand to make it a clue. Yeah, that's fun. Sparkle, I appreciate your, I don't know, childishness. Your puzzle is adorable.
Perhaps it's just that this person's drawing skills are extraordinary.
Extremely. Careful though, Sampo. you praise Sparkle too much, I might go back to suspecting you're her. Yeah, there we go. There's that. But I also want this clue over here.
What's that smell?
Fish.
Why is there a smoked red herring there?
A literal red herring. Oh my god, Sparkle.
Mr. Sampo, take a look. This is a wonderful smoked red herring.
Of course.
Somebody save me from this cringe joke.
No, it's a beautiful joke, Sampo. Come on.
Even among the fools I know, Miss Sparkle's sense of humor stands out from the rest.
It really does.
Have you dealt with many masked fools before?
No.
No, only a handful. After all, I prefer warm memories baked in sunshine. They're the ones that usually belong to kind people.
So you don't think masked fools can be kind, or I guess they're just typically not. They enjoy their incorrigible pranksters, I suppose. That's fantastic. He smoked red herring. God. All right. Wait, can I go down the stairs? I can, but then I won't be able to go back up. Interesting. Escape velocity reached. I guess taking enough rockets. Well, hello, Clocky.
This clock is
broken.
Open it up and take a look.
All right. Oh, there we go. Oh, that doesn't work. Hello, you okay, Clocky?
So there's a ring inside. This is evidence too. Why was it planted inside another device?
I don't know, but that's actually a beautiful ring.
Because this ring was found inside the victim's mouth.
Huh.
We want to reconstruct the scene of the crime.
Found inside the victim's mouth. Interesting.
In the victim's mouth.
What did the perpetrator put it there, or did the victim swallow it? What?
Hey, there's something engraved inside the ring. Zhongshan family heirloom.
Interesting. Trying to get that back could be a reason that, you know, business magnate Miss Sparkle would have been murdered. Or, well, no, I was gonna. How would it end up in her mouth?
That should be it.
Let's head out.
That one's weird. Maybe once we see the clues about the perpetrators again.
I have to thank you,
Make more
Mr.
sense.
Assistant Detective, but the puzzle this time is pretty strange.
It is pretty strange.
Have you found out who the killer is?
I might. Like I said, I need to hear about the suspects again.
Just some shallow intuition. Anyway, let's report back to the sheriff for now.
Sheriff?
Oh, for the laughter! Didn't think I'd be seeing Detective Black Swan so soon.
Well.
Was that You found out who the killer is?
What, do you need time to set up the next game, or I can pretend I need longer.
Pretty much.
You live up to your reputation, Detective Black Swan. As smart as the nest of magpies roosting in the roof of my Uncle Frank's garage.
What? Is that a compliment?
This guy is mixing up his birds here.
Yeah.
Then go ahead. Who is the killer, and what evidence do you have to prove the case?
Well, I need to think again.
Don't worry.
Then please hurry up with it. Time waits for.
Hold on. No, I need to talk to the deputy sheriff. Shoot. All right, fine.
Oh, for the laughter.
Pretty much.
You live up to your reputation.
This guy is.
Then go ahead. Who is the killer, and what evidence do you have?
Let's identify the murderer.
Good. Then let us appreciate your powers of deduction.
Ah, here we go.
Have you solved the case? This guy, Zhongshan, is a card shark who used to play Get the Koi with Miss Sparkle. He gambled away his entire family fortune.
He did. I mean, it was Lefton's tie used to murder her. This was found in her mouth. Then Bright's stool had some footprints on it. I guess that could say the Pesci was standing on it so that you could tie around her neck.
Have you solved Lefton is a wealthy merchant who has been competing with Miss Sparkle for decades. They're always at each other's throats.
Right. I mean, they could have used Lefton's tie for to throw us off, to frame.
Have you solved Wright is a Pepechi citizen, and Miss Sparkle can be very uncivilized. She'd often laugh at his height.
Oh, and that's why he steps on the stool. Two small footprints drawn on it using crayon, indicating it once belonged to a Pepeshi worker. This is perhaps the most crude out of all the evidence Miss Sparkle had fallen from her pedestal. Right. The evidence is obviously something comical Sparkle made. To avoid you thinking that you wasted time investigating this useless of evidence, here's a recipe. Smoke the red herring or any other type of preserved fish until it turns golden on both sides. Is this a real recipe, or place it into a dish, remove all bones, then crush the meat. Add raw egg into the frying pan and fry until done. Yeah, no, this is straight up just a smoked red herring stir fry, fried rice recipe. Interesting. A couture tie. The label says for Master Lefton's use only. Well, let's submit Wright's stool.
This stool is a piece of evidence, right?
That's right. That's the one. Miss Sparkle always teased poor Wright until he was unable to take it any longer. Eventually, murderous intent was born.
Maybe all three are the murderer this time.
Taking advantage of his position, he stole Lefton's tie and told Miss Sparkle, "Miss, please come with me to the changing room. I'd like to show you a matching tie."
Okay.
Miss Sparkle never thought Wright would retaliate against her, so she went back with him to the changing room. As Wright stood atop the stool and helped Miss Sparkle try on the tie as usual,
Yes.
he then suddenly pulled it tight. And that's how he killed Miss Sparkle.
Well done, Miss Sparkle. Your stories are quite fun.
What a tragedy! If it weren't for your incisive detective work, the murderer would still be at large.
Well, I'm glad I could bring this terrible murderer to justice.
Is something wrong here? This is too easy. The first case wasn't hard, but this one...
I mean, this one was much more... I don't know. Like, I could have thought of alternate explanations. I mean... But yeah, no, this one was the one that fit the most pieces of evidence, but... I don't know. It doesn't really explain the ring in the mouth, though.
As you can imagine, the conclusions that the evidence points to are not mutually exclusive. Which means, this is probably another prank from Miss Sparkle.
Well, that explains it then.
Mr. Assistant Detective, please feel free to point out a suspect as the murderer.
Ah, I see. Sheriff, the murderer is Lefton. The evidence is the tie, right?
Of course.
Correct, Detective Sampo. I never thought you'd be able to deduce the truth.
Rip.
Sheriff, the murderer is right. The evidence is the stool, right?
Yes!
We already did that one.
Laughter, how did I fail to realize this formidable intellect of yours?
Then, right from the start, there was no murderer. The evidence is the ring.
What?
Whatever, I'm just spitballing.
Wait, why would they bring the evidence of no murderer? Maybe she choked on it, or...
Goodness me! Deputy Sheriff, is he really a genius? How could such an unfathomable mystery be solved so easily by him?
Oh.
Damn.
Look, Miss Sparkle has given us a puzzle where every single answer is correct.
Well, that is, well done, Miss Sparkle.
Why take it so seriously? Miss Sparkle is a masked fool, not a masked genius. If it's a challenging puzzle you want, please go out there and turn right until you get to the Intelligentsia Guild.
I'm
We're
good.
only responsible for providing an entertaining detective experience.
Oh, fair enough, fair enough. I'm not complaining. I've enjoyed your puzzles. I'm sure I'd enjoy the Intelligentsia Guild's puzzles too, but...
Anyway, since our genius detective Black Swan has cracked the case, I will now share Miss Sparkle's next puzzle with you.
Do go on.
So that's it? This is just going to go on and on forever?
I mean...
We can't do that.
What do you need to do, Sampo? What are you even doing here?
Then I wish you both the best. Oh yes, if you're not in a hurry, I can tell you the answers for some of the outcomes you never chose.
Oh, do please. What? Oh, what are you? Why are you so, intent on this? Miss Sparkle, are you really just having fun? Like, is this like a hobby of yours? Coming up with scenarios like this, and you're just really proud and you want to share your work. Because that's also kind of adorable. Hurry to the scene of Sparkle's upcoming crime. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I don't know how much longer this is gonna go, but I think this is about time to stop here. Before we do that... Oh. Yeah, we can pause and save. That's actually kind of cool. Save our current progress. Before we call it quits, I am going to take a number of wishes on Ranmei. Probably not gonna get her, of course, but... Oh, hey, we gotta make the world clamor again. I haven't got one of those in a while. Ah, we got another Gallagher, though we've already maxed him out, I think. And last but not least, yeah, nope. Unfortunate. Another clamor? Huh. That seems unlikely. But okay. Fair enough. Make a few more wishes before the banner ends, but I'll have to do for now. Oh, yes, please. What we got here? Oh, Luca. Resolution shines as pearls of sweat. Very good, very good. And oh, hey, another Arlen. Very cool. How close are we? Ah, we're getting there. 41 more wishes before we get to choose one of them. Really not sure which one I'm going to choose at the moment. I'll have to trial you. Otherwise, it's probably... yeah, I should probably also trial Well. I've technically used him like once or twice, I think, but I never remember what his abilities are. And Bronya's probably a good choice too.